Welcome back, guys. We are on the Indian Challenger Dark Horse. This is perhaps my favorite bike in the entire Indian lineup. This bike is one of the most incredible bikes I believe Indian has ever made. It features a very awesome engine, the Power Plus engine, which is true liquid cooling. Harley has a new engine that has liquid cooled cylinder heads, but this is a full liquid cooled engine. It produces much more power. You got 122 horsepower and 128 foot-pounds of torque, which we are about to see when we get out on the highway here. So we have different riding modes on here. There's standard, there's rain mode, there's also traction control, which is available in all modes, including sport mode, which is what we're in right now. So I'm gonna pop that windshield up. That's an Indian standard right there. Just having a pop-up windshield. So awesome. So incredibly awesome. Lots of great power. Nice having that windshield in front of you on the highway. Power is 10 out of 10. Same engine in here as in the Indian Pursuit, so if you do more of the touring upgraded version, getting the Pursuit, you'll have that same incredible power in there as well. So we've talked about power, let's talk about comfort. Usually I do those flipped, but whatever. We're going to talk about comfort now. One of the most comfortable bikes I have ever ridden. The pullback of these bars is spectacular, at least for me. I know that could change depending on your height, your arm length, whatever, but the pullback is just right. You don't feel like you're straining, you don't feel like your arms are out perfectly straight and that they would get locked in place. There's a little bit of flex to my elbows, not much. My arms are relaxed. I'm very comfortable. I am seated perfectly up and down. At least it feels that way. I'm in a 90-degree position here, sitting square. My feet are forward on these massive floorboards. My feet don't hang over like they do on some of the Harley floorboards or some of the older Indian floorboards. These floorboards are just wide and comfortable. So riding comfort, as far as the position goes, 10 out of 10. Now, as far as the seat goes, we're on the standard seat that it comes with. I believe it's called the Rogue seat. It's not my favorite, but there are certainly better options out there, including from Indian. They make an upgraded version of the seat that is heated and cooled. I would opt for one of those or a custom seat such as a Saddleman. Now, as far as the bike is concerned, we've got LEDs up front, dual floating Brembo disc brakes as well, that big radiator for the liquid cooled engine, and that is the Indian Power Plus engine. Again, 122 horsepower, gonna double check that. Yes, and 128 foot-pounds of torque. In the rear, you have the rear slam saddlebags. This trunk does not come standard. This is Indian's thinner trunk. They do make a taller one like I have on my Chieftain, but this does not come standard with the base model of the Challenger or the Challenger Dark Horse. That was an add-on for people here at Americade. If they want to carry a passenger, they have a backrest. So we have storage in here. Storage in the trunk. It appears our latch for the trunk is on down here. That's weird. I'm not familiar with the thin trunk. It's okay for storage. I would rather have the deeper trunk. That's just me. The deeper trunk also allows you to put extra audio in there as well. We have 100 watts of Power Band Plus audio up front. If you get the bigger trunk, you can put another 100 watts there. You could even upgrade your saddlebag lids to an additional 100 watts. So you could end up with 300 total. It's pretty impressive overall. Passenger pegs are installed. If you upgrade to the Pursuit, you will get floorboards for your passenger as standard. Up front, this would be your plug for your heated grips. If you had those installed, the base Challenger does not. You have a little bit of storage here, same on the other side, as well as a plug in there for charging your phone and or updating the ride command system. Now, let's talk a little bit about the digital ride command display. You have different screens you can go through in the front, and each of these screens, there are 3 of them that you can swap between. Doesn't want to take my glove right down there in the corner. There we go. You can rearrange any of those screens however you want. You can drag and drop different widgets to them and customize these screens to your heart's content. It does have Apple CarPlay, I don't know about Android Auto, but if it does, I will put that on the screen for you guys. I'll do my best to find that out. Also has home links, so if you have a smart home with like a garage door you can pair up when you get home, you can open your garage door, turn your lights on, whatever, by tapping on the screen. So you can customize the 3 main screens with different information for yourself. They have it set up the way they have it for the demos. I'm not going to mess with it for them. Then we go to the navigation. Now, Indian navigation is very, very cool. My ride command is a little older, so it doesn't have this, but the newer ride commands will give you live traffic conditions as well as weather. It's a sunny day, so we're not going to get weather on here, but it would show you live weather radar as well. Phone obviously pairs up to your phone, also the headset in your helmet. You can have your contacts, your text messages, and obviously Bluetooth audio. Essentially, the audio in an Indian is spectacular. The audio in my Chieftain is amazing. The Power Band Plus audio in here is even better. It would be better if you had the surround audio with the 200 additional, or the 100 additional watts for a 200 total, but it's still pretty good. You also have a locking fuel cap, I believe. Yes, and I'm not sure how to even open that, but locking fuel cap. I think that about covers it for the walk around. We've covered power on the highway, comfort as well. This is that stock Rogue seat. You do have a backrest available. They don't have it installed on here for the driver. No heating, no additional features. It's just their stock Rogue seat. It's comfortable. It's not the best. Again, they have different options, or I would upgrade to a Saddleman personally. That's just me. So let's hop back on, take her in the twisties, and see how she handles. Alright, we're still in sport mode. We've covered power and comfort and did the walk around. Now we're going to hit the twisties. As far as handling goes, hello, there's a bicyclist. I mean, it is Bike Week, but different kind of bike, buddy. Alright, so as far as handling goes, this is my favorite handling bike in the world. This and... Whew, it's getting a little warm. Got to open that visor. This bike and the Indian Pursuit. They're based on the same frame, so the handling is virtually identical between them. But the handling is spectacular. It's slightly better than my Chieftain. I love my Chieftain Dark Horse, and the Roadmasters are great. But the handling on the Challengers and the Pursuits, Indian just knocked it out of the park. They really did. It dips over so easily. If we just do a quick, jump from lane position to lane position, if you had to dodge a pothole or something, it's so nimble, it's so quick, it leans over beautifully, and then that power to just pull you up and through the turn is spectacular. Handling on this bike is so good. Now, if you're comparing this to a Harley Rogue Glide, that is something that a lot of people do because this is kind of the competitor to it. They named it the Challenger for a reason. It was to challenge Harley's frame-mounted fairing bike, because prior to this, Indian did not have a frame-mounted fairing motorcycle. I have not ridden the 2024 Rogue Glide at this time. I will be doing that tomorrow, so stay tuned to my channel, subscribe, you'll be able to see that coming up, and I will look back at this and compare the two. But to my current level of understanding with the two motorcycles, this compared to a 2023 and before Rogue Glide, the Challenger kicks its ass on handling. I said it, you can fight me in the comments, but that is just, that's the facts. It is so much better and so much more nimble at handling than a 2023 Rogue Glide or prior. I don't know if they've changed anything with the 2024, so if you're trying to compare the two, I can't help you there yet. I haven't ridden one, so my comparison is 2023 and before on the Rogue Glide. So handling, 10 out of 10. As far as styling, you guys saw what it looked like. I can't really give it a rating on that. That's just up to personal preference. I personally love the way the Challenger looks. The Pursuit, I don't know, it's technically the same bike in the same frame, but the Challenger just, I think it's the Dark Horse. I think that's probably the better way to look at it. The Dark Horse trim package is just awesome. It's what I have on my Chieftain, and I love the way this thing looks and sounds. Did you guys hear that exhaust? Oh, it sounds so good. I love the way this looks with the Dark Horse package. So that is an additional level of trim. You can get a base Challenger without that, or you can get the Challenger Dark Horse. They also have a Challenger Icon, I believe, which is like a different level of paint and trim package. So for style, I give this a 10 out of 10, and part of that is probably due to the trim package I'm on with the Dark Horse. Oh, I love this turn here. Just lean it over and rip. Oh yeah, that's power. That's real power. That's awesome. So I've shown you guys the bike. We've talked about power, comfort, style, handling. That's pretty much it, guys. There's not much else to it other than it's an amazing motorcycle, and my personal opinion is if I had to upgrade my Indian Chieftain Dark Horse, I don't think I could ever get rid of my Chieftain Dark Horse. It has a lot of sentimental value for various reasons to me. But if I was going to upgrade it for anything and get rid of my favorite motorcycle ever, my bike, this is what I would upgrade to. This is what I would trade for, the Challenger Dark Horse. So if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, please let me know down in the comments. I love hearing from you guys. I'm an Indian owner and a Harley owner, so if you're new here, I'm into the American cruiser market. I will do test rides on some other bikes and Goldwings and stuff, but the American cruisers are my favorite. So if there's anything I can answer for you guys or help you with or answer any questions, please let me know below. I'll do my best to find the answer and help you guys out. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit that thumbs up button. That really helps me crack the YouTube algorithm and get this video out to more people who are interested in these awesome motorcycles. If you're new here, please consider subscribing to the channel if you feel I've earned it. Click the bell icon next to it and you'll get notified when there are new videos to watch here on Motoblade. I am filming so much test ride content for you guys at Americade this week. Harley, Indian, Honda. There's a chance I may be able to get some test rides on Yamaha and Kawasaki as well. I don't know about their camera policies yet, so we'll see. So thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, y'all know what to do. Please be careful out there. Ride safe, ride on. I'll catch y'all in my next video. Deuces.